Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I did mention in chat a couple of weeks back that I'd seen this lady's card and it just blew my mind. It was absolutely gorgeous, so I worked it up. Her video was in German, I couldn't understand a word of it, but I just took some visuals and her measurements were in centimetres, so I've done mine in inches. The lady's name is Jana's Paper Dream. Jana's Paper Dream. It's called the Front Panel Out Easel Card, and I tell you what, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show it you. And it's this. Look how cute this is. Oh my god. The panel out is just this section. But look. It's held together with a magnet. I haven't covered the back of mine yet, but how sweet is that? The lady had got hers so it slid under her flowers at the front, and I was thinking I'd sooner hide it out the way at the back. I think my measurements are a little bit longer than hers, and these are the colours she used. So for this one I'm swapping them up for Flirty Flamingo, which I've already done a bit to. That will flatten out, but look how adorable. Look, all these beautiful flowers. I'm using, believe it or not, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 stamp sets. You are going to need number 6 and number 8 obviously to make this section, and then we'll need this number 6 to cut the window out, and then this will fit on the top. Absolutely cute as a button. I'm obviously using the Ladybug and the Ladybug dies. I'm using this flower and the dies to cut that one out as well. My thank you comes from Label Me Bold. I'm using not so much the stamp set, but I'm using that and that from this set, which is in the Tropics dies. And then obviously I'm using the flower and this to cut out the flowers to go on the front. So yeah, quite a few dies to be used and stamp sets, but you've got them all. If not, you can get flowers from somewhere else. You could use your old pansy punch. You can cut leaves from somewhere else. I'm just following suit. I've already done that die cutting. I've already cut out one of my ladybugs, and this is in the Flirty Flamingo. How adorable and how cute. The other one we'll do together. I've already done my leaves. I just need to poke out the little bits from them, and I've done those. We're going to colour those as well with our stamps. I didn't have one leaf die that lady had, so I used something totally different. So I've used those, and I've done 2 of the flowers, and we're going to do another flower as well together. Oh, there it is. I wondered where that was. So I'm just keeping them in there for now. Just going to poke out all the bits from these leaves because I didn't do them yet, and I should have done. I should have been prepared, but they don't take seconds to come out. Give them a little poke. I've coloured the frame already, but I just came across this beautiful. I was on Pinterest actually looking at fun fold cards, because you know me and fun fold cards, I love them. So, and I saw the card and it popped up as a little video, believe it or not. So I clicked on it and I just thought how sweet. And what a beautiful colour she'd chosen for the ladybugs in purple. I thought, oh my gosh, that is just my cup of tea all the way. And then when she showed that she could bounce this card all around without it coming apart, I thought, oh, that is brilliant. And then she used, like I say, magnets. My little magnet there is on that one. I should have kept a little strip just to hide that magnet under there. But you don't have to, because nobody's going to see it, because that's how the card will sit. I'm sure you can write on the back if you don't want to, you know, ruin the inside. You could even pop maybe another ladybug in there I've got a spare one actually. I've got a spare two. So maybe you could pop these on the inside with some extra flowers, because I was going to do the purple again, and then I thought, no, just I'm going to glue these inside here, you know, just to give it a little bit of depth. Maybe have that beautiful ladybug over there and a little cluster of flowers. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do it on the other one though. I'm only doing it because I've got extras here. I might cut an extra couple of little flowers. And just going to overlap them. Just wait for them to go dry off. I mean, it's just going to add more weight to the card. I don't mind, because I don't mind posting a bigger card, a heavier card. Maybe put this little sweet one here, standing right there, and then you can still see them through the window. How cute is that? So you've got more dimension all the way around. I think it's just absolutely adorable. I love the cards so much. So I said to the ladies, I'm sure I can work it out, and they said, we know you'll be able to work it out. So I have. So you're going to need some card pieces. You're going to need a piece of clear acetate. You don't really need the heavy stuff like I've got. You could use probably a clear bag. You know the cello bags you put around your cards or inside? Just something so you've got something to glue these things on. And I'm going to put that in the back, as you can see over there. So this piece measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I've got some pieces here which are, I think this one might just, oh yeah, well, it will fit, but I'm going to cut that down a little bit more because you don't need all that. And then I've got a piece that will go in there. I only had one piece of that left, so I cut it down the opposite way. But I've got another small piece to go in there. I might even trim that off a little bit as well. And then I've got this just to cover my magnets, and I'm going to cut little strips off that as well. But these are last year's in colours, and these are the Flirty Flamingo ones. I might even use the dots this time. I love stripes, but I love the dots as well. So you're going to need 2 of those. They are both cut at 4, because your card is, I've forgotten all my measurements. Oh, it's 4 1/8. So I've cut these down to 4. So you've got a tiny little border. And then this one I've cut down to 3 3/4, because that section it is going to go in is 3 7/8. And then this one is 2 1/2, I think. Yeah, no, 2 1/4, sorry. What's this one for? Oh, you're going to need a spare piece just so you can layer your square and the scalloped one. So you're going to need that. Number 6 straight, and then number 8. And what I mean by number 8 is 1 2 3, you know, count outwards, so it's the next to the very largest, and then scalloped. Getting out to spell. So that's what you'll need the spare piece of card for. This is just cheap card to me, and I can always turn that over and still cut out. That's just so you get that lovely little frame. Perfect. Because that fits in the centre of there beautifully. The reason it's curled up is because I've used an aqua pen just to give that some blending. So that's what that spare piece of card is for. That'll go in my scraps bin. And then all you're going to need is one sheet of A4 cardstock, cut at 4 1/8. If you're American, yours will be 8 1/2 by 11, and you can still get the same results. It's just that this panel will be a little bit shorter, so you could attach this a little bit further back and still have space to put your flowers on. I mean, it fits at the front and it also fits at the back. So I just think that is mega cute. I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I thought I've got to make it. And we're going to need this as well. So let's get our score tool out. And we're just going to pop this in. And alongside, we're going to cut this, score this, not cut. Let me put the lid on that. If I can get it in. Heating's on, it's nice and cozy in here, it's lovely. So you're going to score the first one at 3 7/8, and then at 7 3/4. So you got 3 7/8, 3 7/8, and then you're left with 1, 2, 3, and 3 7/8 on that one as well. Oops. It's entirely up to you how you fold this now, and make sure you burnish it. So what's the length of that going to be? Let me just check. Oops, update. Oh, I have it the right way. That's going to make that 7 3/4 in length. But when you fold this again and fold this, this is how your card, you can send it. So let's just fold and burnish that one again, because this part is going to be the way you stand it. So this will close and this will, like this. Let me just show you. I will close, that will fold, and that will go up, just to go into either a standard size envelope, or you can make a 4x4 envelope. Maybe a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 envelope. That'd be perfect. And you can do that on your envelope punch board, and it will tell you the sizes what you'll need for 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. Or you can just fold it as normal and pop that inside a standard size envelope. It'll just be short. And that way you get away with posting. Isn't that gorgeous and cute? So I might do an extra butterfly and an extra flower to go inside. So because they all are the same, it doesn't matter which way round you have it. It's entirely up to you. But when you do, I'm just rounding off the corners at the bottom piece, just to make it look nice and sweet. You will obviously need some, I've already stamped and got the flower. You'll need another piece for some more little flowers. I have got one there, but don't know what happened there. Oh, there we go. I'm going to have an extra couple as well. So there we go, I've got a third flower, and we'll get another 2 out of there, easy. And then you're going to need a strip that's about maybe just over 1 inch, and maybe not quite as long. Well, I would say that was, let me just measure that, because I'm only using the word thank you. If you want to put happy birthday, you can make it a little bit bigger, but that piece is 2 1/4. So you want a piece that is 2 1/4 by about 1.5 inches. Well, that's about 1 1/4 inches. So to me, if I score that at 5/8 of an inch, that gives me plenty to fold up. Let me just get my, so 2 1/4, because I'm having a thank you card again. Put that in the bin. And then what we can do, we can just score that down the centre at, where's that gone? Oh, there it is. So it's 1 1/4, so 1/2 and 5/8. And that's that gonna piece, that little piece that we're gonna stamp our message on and hide our magnet. You don't even have to do that with a magnet if you don't want to. I suppose if you hadn't got a magnet on there, you could stand it in front, because that's going to stop it as well. But I just think the magnet adds a bit more security on there. I just think it's the sweetest thing ever. I love it. So we can pop that to one. Oh, now we need to eyeball the centre and run that through the die cutting machine. So I can't really do it on my little one because this is 4 inches wide and it only has to be 3. So I'm going to eyeball that roughly in the centre. Looks pretty good. And then I'll just run it through my machine. I'll just stand up to make sure I get it level. You could even use some washi tape. I think I might have to actually. Just help if I pull my plates out. I will be there now, 2 seconds. It just keeps slipping on me. Now I'm definitely going to have to use a little piece of washi tape. Let me just get that lined up. I don't want it to slip whilst it's running through. And I want it to be straight. That's better. It won't slip now. Yay! Fingers crossed that's... Oh my gosh, that's cracking, look. Don't worry about it, we'll hide that. We'll disguise that now. Let's get all these little bits off here. So you don't need that centerpiece. You can use that, I suppose, to cut maybe one of the flowers out. I'm not going to bother. Don't know what that is. I think it might just be where I pulled its washi tape off. Yeah, that's better. But just the most sweetest little card I've ever seen in my life. So that fits over that hole then perfectly. So we can get that glued on. I just thought how fun. I can use my other small die machine then to cut the rest out. I mean, I've got even shading and that in there. I just didn't want perfection. I wanted it to just look natural, and that can afford to go over a little bit more. How cute. That's gonna stay down nice and straight. Just thought it was really adorable, and I said I would try and work it out for everyone so you can make it. So if you're an American with your measuring, because that's 11 inches, you want to do 3 and I do 3 3/4 and then 7.5, because this little flap just needs to be that slightly little bit longer like that, so it's poking out. Well, it's actually the same on mine, but it's a tiny little bit poke. Doesn't matter if the bottom bit's slightly bigger. So if you do 2 3/4 and 3 3/4 and then 7.5, that would leave you 3.5. Yes, perfect. So these would be that might be slightly. I would do 3.5 and 7 then. This would leave you then 4 inches, a little bit more to poke out. and still use the same size windows. That is just so adorable. Right, now let's get, how are we going to use the stripes? Because that is going to fit in there beautiful. So I will use the stripes. They're just so cute. Let me just test that again. Perfect fit. So if you're doing 3.5 and 3.5, you want these to be cut at, if you're 4.5, no, 4.25, yours will be 4.25. Kina's getting her measurements wrong. 4.25, because you would have cut your cardstock completely in half by 11. So this panel then for you would be 4 1/8 if you wanted a small border. And if you're doing it 3.5, I would take this down to 3 3/8. And then that is going to go on there. I might just take that down to 2 inches. So because I want that good gap there. So I'm going to take my piece down to 2 inches. I'm not losing that much. It's just a tiny little slither. And then that piece is going on there. Just like that. Perfect. And that's gone on a little bit lopsided. Let's try and get this straighter. That's better. So while we're here, that can be glued on right on the edge and right against there. But let's attach magnets first. So I'm going to glue one on there. Take that down. Let me just open that out. I've got an itchy nose. And then I'm going to pair it up with its friend. First of all, I'm going to get some more tape. Sticky side up. Perfect. And then I'm going to add a little bit more tape just to this bottom section. Because I want to sit this panel. Oh, excuse me. I want to sit this panel right on the edge up there. And then when they come around this way, oh, I've done it on the wrong side, haven't I? Doesn't matter, I don't think. We could add it to the front. I would have preferred to add it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. See if I can get it this way. No, because now it wants to go opposite. So let's take that off. That's better. Add our tape on that side. I don't know. I want it, that's right. I want it on the back of there. So then lift this up and pinch. And then you can either leave that like that because nobody's going to see it, or where did I put my pink paper? There it is. Oh, it's roughly the same. You can add a little piece of pink paper so no one can see that. Let's just add that. I'm going to do that by 1/2 inch. Just so that magnet's covered over. And I've already got tape on it anyway, so now I might, because the backings off magnets do tend to want to come off. So that is just there. And if I do that again, 1/2 inch, I can remove that and pop that on there, because it will come off eventually. Just hide that one there, and then that will hold my card in a place. Perfect. How sweet is that? And then we can flick this over. I'm going to add more tape, thin stuff. Just because I'm going to tape down the little see-through window. Perfect. Love this stuff. I mean, you could decorate the inside if you wanted to, and hide the little acetate stuff, but I don't think it's necessary because we're only going to see the front of the card. Perfect. And then you're going to make sure your little window is clean, and then they're going to glue that right on top of there. Perfect. So there's our little see-through window. There is. Isn't that cute? Gorgeous. Now all we've got to do is decorate. I think that is really sweet. I'm not adding that. I'm just messing around. So let's get our beautiful. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's here on the top. Oh, it's out. My flower's already out. What am I like? So there's the flower in the centre, and I've got the flirty flamingo, because I think it's going to look cute in pink as well. So let's see. One. I'm only going to get 2 out of there, so. And then with the other colour, I've got the lovely lipstick, and that is for the centre of those lovely little flowers. Beautiful. That will go to the bathroom later and get bleached because I can't stand it. I'm going to leave that out. So I've got her already stamped, so I'm going to use that one. Pop out another couple of flowers. Perfect. Pop them in my little dish. That can go over there. Right, let's see what I've got here. Oh, perfect. I'm going to stamp another one of those gorgeous little ladybugs. So we've got her. We've got this one. Let's do this one. There she is. How cute. So we've got extras for the inside. Keep it in 3s. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then we can get our dies out, because we need that one, which is, I think, that one. Yes, that's that one. And then this is the one for the wings. How cute. I can now put this away because it's just out and I'll probably lose it if I don't put it away now. Oh, I'll do them after. Perfect. Oh, let's keep that cloth out. Let's stamp actually. We need to stamp in the Flirty Flamingo. Our thank you. Or you could, like I say, do happy birthday just on that little flap there. I'm going to try and keep it as straight as possible. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, keep your cloth out, Gaynor. You need it for something else. It took me so far. That is so adorable and so cute. So I'm going to get my aqua painter. Add a drop on there just for colour. And rehydrate that ink. There's not a lot of ink on there actually, to tell you the truth. But I just want to start off pale and then blend it in. Let's pull you in a bit. So I'm just adding a little pink tinge at first and then we can build on the colour just by touching the ink pad. You want to create shadow, and the longer you put your tip of your brush in the ink, the more it'll pick up and get darker. So just keep building on your colour. Because I find with these new ink pads, you can't squeeze the ink into that tray very much. So you could even use your re-inker and add a couple of dots. So I'm leaving this bottom half shaded a little bit. And then I'm building the shade underneath this side. A little bit more of that one. How sweet is that? Cute. And because this is on the shadow, perfect. Let's do this one. Deep thought I am. I'm in deep thought. So grab some more. And just build the colour up until you've got it how you want it. That is really cute. And then just clear off your bristles. So easy. And if you don't like it wet, you can always wipe out your tray after with a bit of tissue. And I'm going to swap over because I'm going to do a little grey belly. I mean, let me show you if I can squeeze. If you squeeze better at the back, I think. They don't really pick up that much, see. Oh, that one has this time. And then just add a drop of water. This one's never got water in because the bristles always stay pale. Let's get tissue on. Get rid of that. Oh, can you see me still? So I'm going to touch the really dark bit just to go on and darken her head and the little spots. We're going to go over with a little white gel pen on them in a minute. Without being too harsh. And give her a little belly a rub. Oh, so cute. That's how cute is this. And I don't want to oversaturate because it's only whisper white. You could use watercolour paper if you want, but I'm not bothering. So again, pick up a little bit of the dark first, just to do that little bit on her head. Darken her spots. I mean, it could have left them as you wanted, as the way it stamps, but we're going to add a little gel pen to that after, and it's going to make all of the difference. Like this one, look, little tiny white dots of gel. Again, grab some colour. I don't want to oversaturate, like I'm saying, because it is only whisper white, but you can tolerate a little bit of water. Dab off as much excess as possible, and then I'm just gonna add a bit of shading just under her chin, under her chin and arm, because it's over her body. And that's it. I don't have a flesh colour in the ink, so I'm just going to use my culprit markers. A little bit of tissue to mop that up. I don't like leaving ink and water in my trays. So I'm going to start off pale. Beautiful. And come in a little bit darker. So cute. And then I'm going to come in with the dark one and then just colour these little claws. I suppose I could have used my blends on her, but I just thought that was cute joining it like that. Now for my little white gel pen. Couple of little dots on there as well. Look at the difference, how sweet that is. So adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So now we can do some cutting out. Oh, and I do need the dye from here as well for that beautiful flower. It's just a matter of getting it right now. Oh, that looks pretty good to me there. Perfect. Will we manage to get this one on as well? Oh yes. Another little bit of tape on there, keep that in. Oh yes. How adorable are they? So sweet. Little ladybug. I like to put things away, otherwise I will just end up with losing something. A little bit of tape goes a long way. I love this machine, it's just the cutest. And perfect for jobs like this. How sweet is that? I can use that for another ladybug. I've just let me zoom back out now, because otherwise you'll be like, Gaynor, zoom out. Or I'll be telling myself in chat in 2 weeks' time. Gaynor, zoom out. So, the cloth can go away now. And now, I'm just going to flip all these over. And this one I'm not. Oh, I'm going to use my blends, I think. Let's have a look. Is that the dark flirty flamingo? Yeah, it is. So with these little petal things, I'm just going to basically follow these lines. I know you don't have to, but I want to keep it all pretty similar. I mean, on them, I just coloured half of it in, but I'm just going to follow lines. Give them some little veins. So sweet. Oh, there we go. Dimensionals. So I'm going to pop some on there. Maybe not one. Let's choose, actually, which ones we're going to have on the front. So these two are going on the front. This one's going on the back, on the inside. And I'm going to glue the rest down. So let's get our little bits together now. Tip them all out. And I'm going to position this one first whilst I've got the little card open, so you can see it through the window. So there is perfect. Mr. Boyce's, look how sweet they are. And I have an extra couple of flowers which I'm going to use as well. And I'm just going to place those. Mr. Boyce, you know you are an angel.
I know.
Thank you so much.
I'm your angel.
You are my angel.
Okay. See you in a minute.
Love you. So maybe just tuck one behind there. He's a darling. And then have this one just right next to there. And I've got some lovely little pink gems here. They're all tied together, so these are just for the inside, but you can go to town now and add leaves and everything else you want. I just think that, look, I can see that perfectly inside there now. That is adorable. So now we're gonna attach our beautiful little flower, and I'm going to have this a little bit higher up this time because I want to see it. I've literally hidden it behind that beautiful ladybug. Isn't he a darling? And then my little ladybug is going to go on there, and I'm leaving her on a dimensional so she's got a bit more depth. I know now where my closure is, so my other little ladybug, she's going on that side. How adorable is she? I mean, we can, if we want to, add body to these. And if you haven't got a mat, just stick him in the palm of your hand and give him a little swirl. Whoops, the other way round, Gaynor. You don't want to curl it the wrong way. So adorable. I'm just going to attach. And then one of these, and I'm just going to bend that in the centre because it's got a crease line in there, and that is going to get attached on there, just behind there. And do you know what I might do actually? I might add mini dimensionals on here. There it is. We've added a bit of depth to that now. The others are just glued down flat, but that can go right there. Another little. Oh, let me see what other embellishments I've got. I've got the embellishment box here, haven't I? Oh, it's got loads of stuff in. And I mean loads. This is the box I made the other week. Wow, in fact. Oops. Bashing myself on the nose. Oh, there we go. There you go. I'll have some of them. Absolutely perfect. I've only got a couple over left. So I've got enough for. Yeah, they're roughly the same size. Oh, my battery's gone, girls. Let me swap it over quick. I had no idea then. Oh, I do apologise about that. I'm so sorry. Let me just get this plugged in. Oops. That's it. Oh, sorry about that. I was so carried away. Now I'm going to add one where I'm going to be stamping some more little flowers. I'm going to be adding another 3 little gems, so let's pop them on there because I haven't finished stamping yet. So they're out the way. Oh, cup of coffee. Oh, he's a darling, an absolute darling. So again, let's attach another leaf. Do you know what? I didn't even know my battery was dying. Oh, excuse me, I got sniffles. Oh, that one doesn't want to go on there. Does help if you pinch it in the right spot, Gaynor. So, just making sure my little gem is right in the centre as well. Perfect. This is just adding dimension now. I mean, you don't have to. glue them flat like I did if you wanted, but I just think it adds a little bit more depth. And I'm going to pop this one, because she's on dimensional as well, I can tuck that round her. How sweet. That's better. And I'm just going to glue this one. Right next to that one. I'm going to glue this one down. I don't want to add too much. This one can go just right about there. Then our little leaves. I'm going to go behind that beautiful big flower. And that's why I've put just adhesive on the front so it sticks to the back of that flower. And then this one as well, same way. Oops, stick that one there behind that flower. Oh, perfect. Now we're going to come back with our flirty flamingo. Oh, excuse me, ladies. Oh, gosh. And what we've got here, I've got those two little flowers together, and I'm going to do them separate. So I'm going to add one there. I'm just going to open this out a minute. I'm going to add a couple there, and add one there. Let's work in threes, is it? As you do. That's going to go to the bathroom to be cleaned as well. And then we've got this other little flower, and we're grouping them in threes, look. Oh, did I not put one down there? Yes, there it is. Perfect. That is tiny. And then what I did then, grab my flirty flamingo marker pen, and then just scattered it in little dots. It looks so neat and so beautiful. I do need another one of them actually for there. So come back. Just going to add the two together on this one because they're close by to each other. Whoops. Ooh. Perfect. Getting carried away with myself. And then just going to add some little dots. Just looks so sweet. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I think it's absolutely adorable, and you can still see those little ladybugs inside. I love it in the flirty flamingo, and I love it in the gorgeous grape. Absolutely stunning. Not my idea by any means. I mean, we've all done easel cards before, and I'm sure some people have done easel cards with panels cut out, but I saw that, ladies. I was so impressed, and I just had to copy it. I thought it was absolutely divine. and I'm so glad I did. It is just a most beautifulest card ever. And you know me and thank you cards. You could add some Winker Stella. Oh, where are we? Let's do that. Gaynor's forgotten the Winker Stella. Let me just get these put away before my OCD goes off. Shake my pen and then just add it on these beautiful flowers. You could even do it on the ladybirds if you wanted. Just add a bit of sparkle effect. Why not? Let me just prime this pen up. Look how sweet. That is so adorable. I add this. I haven't got the purple posy ink pad, so what I did, I used the marker pen over the stamped, and then because it was so pale, I then just went over where it had gone, and that's how I got the purple posy flowers on here. But that is just so adorable. Let me just get rid of that off there and just get off the back. That is so sweet. So there we go. There are my two in different colours with little I would call them window easel cards because you can see right through them, not panel off. I'm going to call them window easel cards using the Ladybugs from Stampin' Up. So this version has got the dimension, and these are all just glued down flat except for the Ladybugs. So I hope you like it. Make yourself an envelope with the envelope punch board. A way to go. So simple. Oh, Gaynor. It's my sinuses. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you love it. I hope you give it a go. They're just so adorable. And look, but they will fold flat, because that will fold either way. This will come down and this will go up. You could even make a little box for it, couldn't you? And then just flops it back into place. I love it. I love it. I love it. The lady, like I'm saying, she had her panel coming up the front, you know, but I preferred mine at the back so you can't see it. But there we go. My little flower just turned over. I love them. I think they're adorable. So these now are going to get called window easel cards, or easel cards with a window. Perfect. A card with a view. I'm just thinking of James Bond. I don't know why I don't really like James Bond. But there we go. That's my version of this beautiful card. Absolutely stunning. And you could do them in an array of colours. You could do it in every single colour. They're just so adorable. I love this stamp set, and I must have used it 3 or 4, maybe 5 times now, and I just never going to put it away. But take care, Pete. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.